Hello everyone, today I will be demonstrating how to explore the lingual surfaces of tooth number 30 and 29 using the 11-12 Explorer. First, we want to be at a 10 to 11 o'clock position to work on the posterior mandibular tooth surfaces facing away from us. Then we want to select the correct working end, and we can do so by placing our instrument on the distal surface of the tooth that we're working on, and make sure that the terminal shank is parallel to the long axis of the tooth and the functional shank goes up and over the tooth that we're working on. So it should look like this. Then we want to get into correct modified pen grasp position with our index finger and thumb on the opposing sides of the handle. Middle finger should be on the functional shank. Then we want our fulcrum finger to be about 2 to 3 teeth away from the tooth that we're working on. So if we're starting on the distal of number 29, we want to place our fulcrum finger on the incisal edge of tooth number 26 or 27. And we also want to make sure that these 3 fingers remain in contact, the index, middle, and fulcrum, that we maintain a soft C shape with our index finger, and the handle stays at our 3rd knuckle. Starting off with a distal of number 29, we want to rest our fulcrum finger on either the incisal edge of 27 or 26. And then we want to place our working end or leading third towards the distal line angle. We're starting off with our elbows inwards, but it'll start moving away from us as we get towards that interproximal space on the distal side. So let's begin with our oblique strokes. We want them to be small and controlled, near the gum line for now as well. Now I'm pivoting and rolling into that interproximal space to do my vertical up and down stroke with the tip adapted around the tooth. And we want our tip to be about halfway in that interproximal space. For the mesial of the lingual of number 29, we want to rest our fulcrum finger on the facial surface of tooth number 27 or 26. Our elbows will start away from us, but it'll start to come towards us as we head more towards the mesial surface. So let's position our working end to go towards the mesial line angle here. Then we are going to do those oblique strokes. And pivot and roll. And adapt the tip. And do those vertical up and down strokes. Let's do it again. Getting close to the gum line here. Bringing my elbows in for that interproximal space. Going up and down, up and down. For the distal lingual surface of tooth number 30, we want to rest our fulcrum finger on the occlusal surface of tooth number 28. And we want to position our leading third towards the distal line angle. We then want to position our elbows to be closer to our bodies, as they will start to extend outwards as we get into that interproximal space. So let's begin with our oblique strokes. We're rolling into that interproximal space. And doing our vertical up and down strokes. For the mesial lingual surface, we want to have our elbows positioned outwards, and they're going to start going towards us as we get into the mesial interproximal space. So let's fulcrum our finger onto the buccal surface of tooth number 28 now. We're going to position our working end towards the mesial line angle and do our oblique strokes. Now we are rolling and getting into that interproximal space, adapting the tip. So let's do that again. Starting outwards. Rolling. Bringing our elbows in. Up and down.